It is January 2026. If we were to wind back the clock 10 years, we'd be approaching the release of Pokémon GO, which would take over the summer of 2016. Fast forward back to today, and the game has evolved through the years to an entirely new state, but the core of the game remains. So I'm here at the park today to see what it's like to start a brand new Pokemon GO adventure as we approach the 10-year mark in this game's lifespan. I've played on and off over the years, and I've always wondered what it'd be like to start over fresh now that there are over 900 species in the games, raids, PvP, trading, and so much more. So without further ado, let's jump into the game and see what it's like. Hello, I am Professor Willow. Did you know that this world is inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon? Pokemon can be found in every corner of the earth. Some run across the plains, others fly through the skies, some live in the mountains or the forest or near water. I've spent my whole life studying them and their geography. Will you help me with my research? That's great. You'll need to find and collect Pokemon from everywhere. Choose your style and start your adventure. All right, here we go. There's a Pokemon nearby. Here we go, we're getting started. Here are some Pokeballs. These will help you catch one. Oh my goodness, it's decision time. Time to pick a starter. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. I'm going Squirtle. I have to. All right. Oop, it's a little cold, my fingers. All right, we're gonna catch our first Pokemon. Hit the excellent. I have played this game before. All right, our first Pokemon, Squirtle. Okay, registered to the Pokédex. Oh my goodness. All right, so we have to go to Pokestops to get items, and they're gonna be all over the world. It's time to go. Okay, and we happen to be on a Pokestop right now. Let's spin it. That is our first Pokestop spin. We've got 3 Pokeballs, another 3 Pokeballs, an egg, and a gift. All right, so before we catch anything else, let's see what Professor Willow has to say. I'm glad our paths have crossed once again. I'm on my way to research Pokemon. Okay. All right, so Precious Paths. We have our first set of challenges. We have to catch 30 Pokemon, use 15 berries to help catch Pokemon, spin 10 Pokestops or gyms. All right, we've got our first research. Oh, we got other challenges. Catch 5 Pokemon, make 3 great throws. I think we can do that. And then we have the Go Pass January. What are the rewards here? Just quickly looking through. There's a lot of rewards here, but with a week left in January, I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get all those done. So for now, let's just go out here. I've got a notification for an egg. All right, we can incubate this one and get it working. And maybe we'll be able to hatch that by the end of this. So let's catch some Pokemon. We need to feed them berries, so we'll do that. And we need to get great throws, so I'll aim for those. We did not get the great, we missed the great. It is cold here in January. Nickit is registered to our Pokédex. Our camera has been upgraded. What else can we get? Voltorb. Again, we got to use the berry. We missed the great again. Voltorb into the Pokédex. Once again, missing the great. We have caught and added to our Pokédex. We are making great moves so far to start. Let's get more items, spin these Pokestops. Oh, before that, we have already leveled up to level 3. There we go. What rewards do we get? More Pokeballs, more Nanap Berries. Perfect. We've got a Pawmi that spawned. 10 CP. My thumb is frozen. We're going to use the Nanap Berry. Oh my goodness. It is a little cold out here. All right. Registered to our Pokédex. Perfect. Now if we go, we can look at, we got 300 storage space. That's perfect. We can look at our account. Let's choose a buddy and let's set our starter to our buddy, and let's just play with him real quick. Let's look around. You can see the camera. Where is he? There he is, Squirtle. We got Nanap berries. We'll take a picture of him too. All right. Our buddy has joined our adventure. Oh, and there's more. In that time, more Pokemon have spawned. We are now level 4. We are just leveling up. More Pokeballs, more Nanap berries, daily incense. Special incense with a mysterious fragrance that attracts wild Pokemon to your location as you move for 15 minutes. You can receive 1 each day. All right, perfect. So we're good buddies with our starter Squirtle. Now let's catch this Stuffle using our berries. Still have not hit that first grade. I've not. Got to work on our accuracy apparently. Alola registered to the Pokédex. Our Pancham. Great throw. We finally hit one. Let's go. We're gonna, and it caught. All right. We got it, and it's registered to the Pokédex. Because I'm going to do a loop around and catch everything, add them all to the Pokédex. I'll keep it updated. If anything cool spawns or whatnot, I'll be back on this video. And in the meantime, I'm just going to go get everything added to my Pokédex that I can. And yep. All right, so as we walk and do our loop and hopefully add a bunch of new Pokemon to our Pokédex, here's one right here, a Fido. Oh God, catching with one hand is difficult in the cold. I figured this would be a good time to talk about some of my goals for this adventure, really what I see it being and why I'm doing this. For starters, with the introduction of over 900 Pokemon species, I want to see how difficult and how long it will take to complete the Gen 1 Pokédex, because back in 2016, you know, that was all that was available, so it wasn't too difficult. I want to see now how challenging that is to complete the Gen 1 Pokédex. So that's my first goal. Another goal I have for this, which a Nidoran, if I can catch this, will help add to that Gen 1 Pokédex. There's another great throw for our challenge. We need one more. Another thing, I would really like to travel. I would like to see the world and, you know, catch regionals and all of that. And I think Pokemon Go would be a fun adventure while I look to do that. Now, do I have the budget to do that? Not necessarily. So we'll have to see how that goes. Another reason for doing this is I wanted to see, after all this time the game has been out, how difficult it is to level up, how hard it is to catch certain Pokemon, like legendary Pokemon. If you haven't been playing for the last 9.5 years and you've missed out on all these raid rotations and everything, how difficult is that going to be to fill up your Pokédex with these rare, hard to find, hard to come by Pokemon? As we add Purloin to our Pokédex. We have just hit level 5 after that Wimpod added to ours. We got a bunch more Pokeballs, potions, gyms. Choose your team, battle other trainers, Pokemon to claim gyms and earn Pokecoins. That's something we're going to want to do. Raids, join up to 19 other trainers. We're going to want to be able to do that. Pokemon Revive, heal our Pokemon. So, gyms. There's a gym in range right now. I could select my team. However, I think I'm going to save that for the end. I think it's going to be the last thing I do. Because personally, I don't even know if I've fully decided which team I want to be on for this adventure yet. So, stay tuned for that. Maybe on this Drowsy here, we can complete our 3 Great Ball Challenge. Not like that. Here we go. There we go. Great Ball. We have completed our 3 Great Ball Challenge. And we've added Drowsy to our Pokédex. That's another Gen 1. So that helps. Oh my goodness. We have a bunch of more research now. We can claim all of these. And, ooh, a Pokemon will appear. A Bulbasaur. So, despite us starting with a Squirtle, we also have gotten a Bulbasaur. And that will help with that Gen 1 Kanto Pokédex. Perfect. Bulbasaur has added the first number 1. We got to catch more Pokemon, spin more stops, spin a Pokestop, use an incubator, and use the daily adventure incense. I'm going to finish. Oh, and we're level 6. It is all happening all at once. Claim rewards. I'm going to finish this loop. I'm going to catch everything I can, and then I think we'll do another loop with the daily incense. I just want to go through, catch everything, register everything to our Pokédex right now before we do the daily incense, so we don't have to stop and wait for the register to Pokédex every time we catch something. I am back in the car, just warming up my hands. I did a shortened version of the full loop just because I didn't properly anticipate how cold it was going to be, and I should have worn gloves. It is freezing out here. As I warm my hands back up, let's just quickly look at what I've done over the course of the loop, what have we've completed for research, and what Pokemon we've added to our Pokédex. All right, so let's look through the research that has showed up. We can claim this egg incubator, then we have to use an incubator, use a daily incense, we can do that. Walk a kilometer, we can do that. Use 5 berries, we can do that. We can claim this 5 potions. A route to new friendships. Explore 1 kilometer, earn a candy walking with your buddy, exchange a gift with Mateo at the end of a route, and we can claim this 900 XP. Precious paths. Use 15 berries to help catch, we can do that. Oh, Sprigatito. This is a new Pokemon for us. This will be added to our Pokédex. Perfect. Added to Paldea. And we have another one we can catch. Quaxley. This is also going to be a new one, and I got to remember to use the berries as that's our challenge. I can already feel my hands getting warmer again. New Pokemon added to the Pokédex. So I believe that's all our research done for now. And we can claim our daily tasks. We might as well claim both of them for now. And we have 4 claimable rewards in the Go past January. 10,000 XP, that's very helpful. We do not have a lucky egg, so I can't use one. Wow, that brought us from level 8 to level 10. We got 5 Pokeballs, Eevee candy, and we can catch an Eevee. Our first Dynamax Pokemon. Let's use a berry on it. Our very first Dynamax Pokemon is going to be an Eevee. All right, we got it. Eevee was caught. I did catch an Eevee on the loop, so it wasn't registered to our Pokédex, but it helps us get the candies. You've got your first max Pokemon. These Pokemon can use powerful max moves to battle Pokemon at power stops. We have unlocked trading, so we have to find a friend to trade with. And we've got a lucky egg and an egg incubator, 30 Pokeballs, raspberries, the Go Battle League, battle trainers from around the world. We're going to need to get some better Pokemon if we want to do that, and trade with friends. We're going to need to find some people. There's no one else at the park because it's so cold. So we'll have to come back to that. In the meantime, let's take a look at what we gathered on our loop. We'll search, we'll look through, we'll go by number. We've got a lot of Nidorans, a Drowsy, a couple Eevees, Wimpod. So we've caught 36 Pokemon so far, a bunch of different species from a bunch of different generations. We've got 9 eggs. So let's go ahead and start using these incubators. We just unlocked a challenge. We get 5 more Pokeballs. And the next challenge for this is to use the Daily Adventure Incense. So I think I'm going to go on one more loop using the Daily Adventure Incense. And then I'm going to pick a team, and I think that will conclude our first day of this adventure. All right, so now we're back out of the car. Let's go ahead and start this Daily Adventure Incense. We'll have 15 minutes of Pokemon spawning near us. All right, we used our Daily Adventure Incense. Let's see what the first spawn will be. All right, we've got our first spawn on the Daily Incense, and it's a Girafarig. We're gonna use a berry. Oh, it's jumping. This will be new to our Pokédex, and hopefully we'll find, there we go, Girafarig, Joda. Hopefully while we do this, we will also find, hopefully going through this Daily Adventure Instance, we'll also find other Pokemon that we can add. We've got school kids, 10 normal Pokemon. Like this Glossifer, which is just here in the wild, that's gonna be another new Pokemon. And I gotta remember to use the berries for that challenge. I keep forgetting. Galar Pokédex entry, and we've got another Daily Incense spawn. It's a Magikarp. Magikarp's gonna be good, because we're going to want to get a Gyarados, and this is another Gen 1 Pokemon. And our first excellent, I think. I can't believe it's taking this long, but I think that might be our first excellent throw. And it's registered to the Pokédex. There we go. So I will keep walking and catching and try to keep my hands warm. If anything crazy happens or spawns, I'll be right back here on the video. So for now, I'll just get back to walking. Putting a pause on the Daily Incense because holy cow, a Snorlax just spawned. This would be crazy if we could catch this. I'm gonna have to use both hands. Oh, my hands are so cold. This would be crazy if we catch a Snorlax. We did it. Gotcha. Snorlax was caught. Added to the Pokédex. 200 CP. That's awesome. We got a Snorlax. There's a bunch of other spawns here. I'm gonna keep going. We've got a Stuffle on our Daily Incense. I'm walking back to the car because my hands are freezing. I don't think I'm gonna get the full 15 minutes on this. It's just too cold and I don't have gloves. So in the future, I'm going to be better prepared. All right, I have driven over to a gym because it is way too cold to walk over here. I'm going to catch these Pokemon around here real quick to get them into our Pokédex and just catch them. Then we're going to go over what we caught today. We're going to look at the last few research things. And then it's going to be time to pick a team for our adventure. All right. Alright, we've caught everything over around this gym. We added a few more Pokemon to our Pokédex. Before we jump into the gym, let's just take another look at everything we've caught so far. I think we got a Rhyhorn, a Cubone. Those are cool for Gen 1. I think my favorite Pokemon we've caught so far, besides our starter, is this Snorlax. I think this Snorlax was such a cool wild spawn for the first adventure. Some Trico, Turtwig, some other starters, Stuffles, Wimpods, and running it out with a Fido and a Smoliv. We've caught some pretty cool things on this first adventure, 71 Pokemon total. And now, if we go over to our research tab, we can look through these. We're on to the next level of the next level. We get a Lure module, 400 XP, and we get a Pokemon, a Charmander. So our first adventure ends with us getting all 3 starters, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander. Assuming we catch this. Alright, Charmander was caught. Charmander added to our Pokédex. Another Gen 1 down. Here we go. Alright, back to our research tab. We can claim 5 Pineapple Berries and 5 Pokeballs from A to Zygarde. Claim the reward of the Stardust. Welcome back. Willow's going to be yapping to us. Power up Pokemon just in case you run into anything unexpected. Alright. A route to a new friendship. We're going to get another Pokemon. Hopefully it's a new Pokédex entry as well. It is not. It's going to be a little pup. Intriguing Incense. We get 3,000 XP. We claim the reward. We'll get 25 Pokeballs, 500 Stardust, and another encounter Ponyta. Or Ponyta. That's another Gen 1 for our Pokédex. We're going to have to take a look to see where we're at with that for totals. And that's another new Pokemon. Precious Paths is done. And then another encounter, Fuecoco. Oh, we got all sorts of berries now. Fuecoco is going to be, I think we'll have all 3 Paldea starters. And we can claim this reward. 3 rare candies, 999 Stardust, 999 XP. And we'll continue that. Power up Pokemon, 20 hearts with your buddy. Take a snapshot of your buddy. Alright, all of our research has been claimed. We can claim another 500 XP. 88,000 XP so far today. 16 Pokestops, 73 Pokemon caught. 1.4 kilometers in the freezing cold. We don't have any friends. And now, I think... Oh wait, let's take a look at our Pokédex real quick. We have 14 from Kanto, 5 from Johto, 5 from Hoenn, 3 from Sinnoh, 6 from Unova, 2 from Kalos, 2 Alola, 4 Galar, 0 Hisui, 6 Paldea, and 0 unidentified. We've caught 47 unique Pokemon on our first adventure. And now it is time, the time we've been waiting for. It's time to go into this gym and pick a team. Looks like you've gained experience as a Pokemon trainer. You're ready to participate in Pokemon battles. I have 3 excellent assistants. They each lead a team and each has a slightly different approach to researching Pokemon. Part of their research is conducting Pokemon battles at gyms. They're excited to have you join as a team member. Hey, the name's Spark, leader of Team Instinct. Pokemons are creatures with excellent intuition. I bet the secret to their intuition is related to how they're hatched. Come on and join my team. You never lose when you trust your instincts. I'm Blanche, leader of Team Mystic. The wisdom of Pokemon is immeasurably deep. I'm researching why it is that they evolve. My team, with our calm analysis of every situation, we can't lose. I'm Candela, Team Valor's leader. Pokemon are stronger than humans, and they're warm-hearted too. I'm researching ways to enhance Pokemon's natural power in pursuit of true strength. There's no doubt the Pokemon our team have trained are the strongest in battle. Are you ready? I'm gonna just say it. I am not choosing Team Valor. I'm not a Valor guy. My heart is torn between Team Instinct and Team Mystic. When I used to play, I was Team Instinct. But I'm wearing blue today. I picked Squirtle. My heart is with Team Mystic. My favorite color is blue. We're going to join Team Mystic. And I accidentally hit cancel. We are going to join Team Mystic. Just like that, we are on Team Mystic. We're at an Instinct gym, but that's because I'm not walking to the Mystic one right now. And that is going to conclude our first adventure on this account.